touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip.
Coach, it's a day for celebration in the East Bay. It is, for all intents and purposes, the final chapter of what has been a great era of football here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 30 base. Check back.
Here's the fifth-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
Here's Minshew. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, 734. Express. Bravo.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will stop right around the 25. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On 2nd down, Armstead. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
General West.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Carr again. He's got it to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Go!
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Minshew, 1st and 10. Got his man. It's Eifert. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as scores. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Richard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From midfield, here's Carr. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Carr now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there, 56. Protein spill. Hey, I-7.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Strip that ball. Express.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Charlie. Check to the 9. Quick. Kill.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ready.
On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Switch it. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, zoom. 5.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Down. 90s wolf. Hey, exit. Let me know right now. You better bring. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
First down, 10 at the 30-yard line. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Staying on his feet, able to fight through one tackle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A pass complete here to Conley. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they take a knee. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Raiders, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.